Good evening and welcome to Product Highlight. I'm Nancy Dodge from YB Stamp. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And this evening I'm going to show you different ways to use the Floral Charm Suite by Stampin' Up! I absolutely loved all the pieces, well, maybe not so much the trim, but it's growing on me, of this suite. And I'm going to show you different ways that I've used it. So good evening to anybody that joins me, or if you watch the replay, good morning, good afternoon. Anyway, all right. No sound, huh, Karen? How can you not hear me? I don't know. I'm just going to go on because as far as I can tell, I have sound. Okay. Here is the designer series paper that goes with this. It's just beautiful. I don't know if you can really see the richness of the color. So there's one side, and here's the other. So this other side is Pretty Peacock. And then I just love the richness of the colors in this. And the back side has Berry Burst. It's just beautiful. I love the navy in this. And this is the Timid Tiger. Isn't that pretty? You can't go wrong using these. With the, you can't quite tell there, but this is Mossy Meadow. Another floral. Well, it is Floral Charm, so with the navy flowers on the back. It's just really, really pretty DSP. And the Blackberry Bliss on the back. Alright, I'm going to put these papers aside. And I've used almost every one of them in tonight's cards. So here's the trim I was talking about. It's starting to grow on me. It's a little different than what we're used to, but it's not as thick as I anticipated, so I was glad about that. So this is in Petal Pink. And here are the embellishments. So you can see they kind of crystal a little bit. Yeah, they are cool, aren't they? Charming Shimmer Faceted Dots. So Navy, Berry Burst, and Petal Pink. I'm going to leave that out because I'm going to use that. Here are the stamps. Thanks for being you. Happy birthday. Can't wait to see you again soon. Hey, and you made my day. And then some or did I say hey? Flowers to go. And then the dies, they're a little messy because I've been using them a lot. But there are the dies. And here they are. So there are a couple of die cuts, plus these 3 pieces will cut out these 3 pieces. So those are the dies and the stamps. Alright, the first card we're going to do is have everything pre-cut so that I don't have to sit here and color and such in front of you. So I just have 2 pieces of designer series paper, and I thought it would look really pretty doing this. So I'm going to put this over the middle of it. And then I have some of it cut out, and I'm going to put a piece on the bottom here. So let me do that first. There we go. Just put it in. Had a very busy day today. After church, we got together with the interfaith congregations within the town where my church is, and we had a big picnic, so that was a lot of fun. The heat got to me, so I had to leave early, unfortunately, but no worse for the wear tonight. Alright, now on the front, this is a little tricky because I want to put this underneath. So I'm going to pull out my silicone mat, and I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal just barely on the paper. And what's great about these silicone mats is the sticky comes right up. And now it's not sticky at all. Okay, and then this is the gold and mossy meadow or old olive. I can't remember which it is. Hold on, I think I got it right here. I do. It is mossy meadow and gold that goes with the pear suite. So I'm just going to put this half on the paper so that it sticks, because like I said, it's very hard to do it with two pieces of paper. Okay, so then we want to make sure that this goes the correct way. I'm going to line that up. I suppose I could have used either side. They're both pretty. And then I'm going to fold these in. There's some stick left there from when I just put the seal on. And then I'm going to add seal all around the edge. A little bit in the middle. Get rid of my silicone mat. I'm going to put this here. And then I just wanted a simple sentiment. So this is retired, but I absolutely love this double oval punch, so I'm going to use it anyway. And I'm going to use Thanks for Being You, which I think fits. I hope it fits. If not, it will now, right? So this is just a plain, simple, quick card. Let the designer series paper do the work. So I'm just going to stick this in. Aha, it does fit. See? Thought I planned it out right. Throw this away. And then I have this scrap. So I used this to do my next card, but I already pre-die cut it. So I said, I'm just going to use that scrap for the next one. So I did. Alright. So a plain and simple thank you card. Add some dimensionals to the back. And you could fancy this up if you wanted, but I just wanted a plain card. We'll start simple. Plain and simple, but it's pretty. Let the designer series paper do the work, like I said. Okay. I'm just going to quickly clean my stamp. Otherwise, I'll be walking around with mossy meadow on me for a day or so. We don't want that. Alright, the next card we're going to do, put this back in. Otherwise I'll lose it and wonder where it is. We're just going to add a little more. So I've got some more designer series paper. And see, here's the cutout from the piece that I just showed you. Alright, first we're going to do the front. And I just cut another accenting piece of cardstock for behind the DSP. Like I said, the paper is just beautiful. And it doesn't, you can't tell on the camera. It's just beautiful. Just, I don't know how to explain it. Alright. I just want a little bit to show. So I made it just a little bit bigger. So the next step up would be, now I couldn't decide if I wanted this. I think that's too light, so I'm just going to put a little strip of, but originally I was going to use that, but I thought it was too light. And I'm just going to put a scrap piece here. Let me get my snips and cut it just to size. There we go. Get my silicone mat out just in case my Stampin' Seal's a little too wide. Tuck the pieces in. I'm just going to put this across the middle, a little low, like so, like that. And then I pre-cut a round piece from the Spotlight on Nature dies, and I want to put, I think I'm going to do Thanks for Being You again. I have a lot of people I need to thank, because I'm very appreciative, and I'm going to use Night of Navy, and I'm putting these die cuts on the side, so I want to put this in the lower right, like so. And I want to put these on dimensionals, of which I just had here and I lost already because I'm that talented. Here, I'll use these. This isn't what I had, but they'll do. Out the lighter one on top. I could use both. Like that. Is that what you're saying, Karen? I just thought it was going to make things too thick, because I'm using dimensionals here, and then I have these that I'm going to put here. But I'm not going to use the whole piece because I'm going to put a piece on the inside. So I think I will cut this a bit. Let's see. I will cut it like this. Do you ever do this? Cut up your dies and use them in a couple different places? Alright. So the first one here, so I'm using my multi-purpose glue, but I have it in this cute little container, and I have it on a little holder my son-in-law business partner made, and these are available on my website ybstamp.com, on my store, if you'd like to purchase one. And I'm just gonna add some glue. See how fine I can get it with this? Just a little. Probably put it up too high, but that's okay. Let's see. I think I'll do it like that. The rest will dry. And then I didn't think this out thoroughly, but let's see. Put some on this. I should have tucked it under here, so I think I still can do that. Hopefully I have enough glue on it. Looks funny, doesn't it? Oh no. Let's change our mind. We'll stick it this way. I don't like that either. How about if we stick it on the inside? There we go. We'll stick this one on the outside. Alright. Still needs a little bit of green, doesn't it? Alright, we'll use this small one. And I'll just tuck it in somehow. That's better. Move that leaf up a little. Alright. Oh, I know what I forgot. I forgot to put bling on here. Alright, we'll do that when we're done with this card. I'm going to stick this on the inside. Yeah, I pulled some bling out, and then I forgot to use it. It's just been one of those weeks, right? Okay. Now we can bling both of these. Alright, where did I put the bling? Here it is. I pulled these out because they had the tones in them. But actually I think this would look pretty on here. So let's use this, the blue on this one. I can never decide where to put them. Then I put them down and I love where I put them, or I absolutely hate where I put them. But that's okay. It'll still look pretty. There. So there's that completed card with the inside. And then this one, I thought I would use, these are retired. These are from the coffee sweet latte. But I thought that this just looked really pretty with it. So I thought I would use that. It's kind of gets sucked in there, but I actually like it. A little bling for that one. Okay, so those are our first two cards. Then I stamped this in Memento and cut it out with the die. And I'm going to show you how to use the blends to color this. My stamps and things keep sliding in front of me. It's driving me nuts. Sorry about that. Alright, so this is what I have. I have Lost Lagoon Light and Dark, Pretty Peacock Light and Dark, Peach Pie Light and Dark, right? Yep. And Timid Tiger Light and Dark. So I'm going to start with the lighter first, Light Peach Pie, and start in the center. And for the most part, I want to color this whole flower. I just want to make sure I don't mess up my edges. And I guess I can't color and talk at the same time. Lose my train of thoughts. That's alright. I find coloring very relaxing. I don't know about you, but I do. So I'm coloring both the flowers in first. Can you see what I'm doing? Here, let me get you a little close up. Is that a little better? Alright. These Stampin' blends are awesome. They're very forgiving. They make you look really artistic even if you're not. And then I'm going to take the next color and just kind of go up a little. This is the dark peach pie. So just a little bit of the light is what you'll see. Just kind of going with the flow here. I know it looks funny, but it won't when I'm done. I promise. Like I said, it's very forgiving. Then I'm going to take the light Timid Tiger and go underneath that. So I'm just kind of adding a little bit of color to each layer. And then I'm going to blend them all, and it's going to make me look like a really good artist, even though I'm not. Okay. And then the dark Timid Tiger. Just keep layering it and try to keep in mind some of these lines so that it goes with the flow. And it will add depth to your flowers. Alright, then I'm going to take the light peach pie again. I always use this tip as opposed to the brush. It seems to make everything last longer. And I'm just going to scribble around to blend everything together and give it some depth. So me, who's not artistic, can make it look artistic. That's what's great about these markers. Alright, and then I'm going to start with the light Lost Lagoon and color in all these leaves. I'll try to be as quick as I can. There are a lot of them. But I love these colors. When Pretty Peacock came out, I instantly fell in love with it. I'm really a teal girl myself, so I was happy. And then when they brought Lost Lagoon back, I was not in Stampin' Up! When they had Lost Lagoon before. I did stamp. For those of you that don't know, I have used Stampin' Up! Products off and on since I think 1989 is the somewhere around there. Remember they used to date the stamps, and I think that's the oldest one I have. So, but when my girls were small, there just wasn't a lot of time for stamping. But now that they're out of the house, one married, both living life to the fullest, I'm really happy for them. Now I have time to stamp. Okay, now I'm just going to do the exact same thing that I just did. I'm going to add some depth to each of these using the different colors. I know it looks silly, but it's really not. The smaller leaves are a little more difficult. The big ones are easy. Oh, missed a little one. Okay. And then I'm going to use the light Pretty Peacock. So see, these are easier. But the blends, I can't say enough about them. If you love to color, you need to have blends. I even know people that are artistic and like them, so this doesn't need to be fancy. Alright, now the Pretty Peacock. We're just going to put some of that down the middle. And then blend it again like I did with the light. See, I'm just squiggling. Just kind of go with the flow. And then take the light Lost Lagoon and just kind of blend them all together. And they reveal itself in a nice layered look to add some richness and some depth. And I'm just really scribbling, which is how they work better actually, is by scribbling. Now, I would not recommend doing this directly on a card front, and I'll show you why. Alright, so see how it adds depth? So that's why I would not recommend it doing it on a card front. Okay, through the magic of television, so to speak, I did this card. So this is the exact same thing I did, see? But I used one of the dies behind it, and again some of the designer series paper. And then I also colored the inside. So there's another one. All right, we're done creating. I'll show you what else I have. I just wanted to demonstrate that for you. So, and then remember we have our easy card. One stepped up a little, one stepped up a little more. And then I did these cards. So I started this one. I did cut this whole die like here in Highland Heather, and I cut it. And then this, I cut the whole thing in fresh freesia, and I cut it out of this piece of Highland Heather, and then I ran this through the corrugated die. And this is one of the dies that I stamped on. And then on the inside, I put other pieces from that die that I had cut up. Remember when I said, oh, hey, have you cut up a piece? So I had an extra piece. I put it on the envelope. I thought, why not? And then this one, so there's a piece back of a designer series paper, and I fussy cut all these around. And this is the plaid embossing folder behind it. And I put another couple pieces. You know how when you're on you have the edge piece left? Don't let that deter you. Fussy cut it and put it in the corner. There's another little flower. And then let me show you this. Anybody that purchases the bundle, the Charming Day bundle or the Floral Charm Suite through me, I have a 4-card tutorial free for you to do that. So here are a few of the cards. They aren't all here, but I'll just quickly show you. And it's all using the same thing. So this is a multi. All right. Also, on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock, I am part of a Creative Crafters Challenge. And I used this designer series paper and dies in the card that I am showing you on YouTube at 7 o'clock on my YouTube channel. The link is right on my Facebook page. If you have trouble, it's YB Stamp on YouTube. And you will be able to see the card that I made, and there are 3 other people that have also participated in this challenge. So I am real excited to be part of this. All right. Thank you very much for joining me this evening. I'm glad you did. I really love this suite. Next Sunday is Paper Pumpkin Night. So if any of you are Paper Pumpkin subscribers and would like to join us on Zoom, please let me know and I will get you the link. All right. So until then, happy stamping.